Welcome to another episode of the Divorce Lawyers podcast, brought to you by DivorceLawyers.ca. I'm Deepa Taylor, and today's episode is a crucial one as we dive into the complex and sensitive issues surrounding domestic violence and narcissism in the context of divorce. These are topics that are not only emotionally charged, but also require careful legal navigation to ensure the safety and well-being of everyone involved. While we'll be discussing these issues from a legal perspective, it's important to remember that this podcast is intended for informational purposes only and should not be taken as legal advice. If you or someone you know is in immediate danger, please contact local authorities or a trusted professional for help. To start, let's clarify what we mean by domestic violence. Domestic violence, also known as intimate partner violence, refers to any behavior within an intimate relationship that causes physical, psychological, or emotional harm to the other partner. This can manifest in various ways, including physical assault, sexual abuse, emotional manipulation, financial control, and even social isolation. It's important to recognize that domestic violence can occur in any type of relationship, regardless of gender, sexual orientation, or socioeconomic status. However, research shows that women are more often the victims of domestic violence, though men can also be victims. In the context of divorce, domestic violence takes on an even more critical dimension. The period leading up to and immediately following a separation is often the most dangerous time for victims, as abusers may feel a loss of control and escalate their behavior. There are different forms of domestic violence that can occur in a relationship, and understanding these distinctions is essential for correctly identifying and responding to them. Minor isolated violence refers to incidents that are not part of a larger pattern of abuse, such as a one-time physical altercation during a heated argument. While serious, these incidents don't usually involve ongoing control or fear. Victim resistance happens when the victim uses violence as a means of self-defense or to resist ongoing abuse. It's crucial to differentiate this from mutual combat because the context of power and control is important. Lastly, coercive control is the most dangerous form, involving a pattern of emotional, psychological, or financial control, often coupled with physical or sexual violence. This type of abuse is designed to dominate the victim's life and choices entirely. Understanding these forms helps lawyers and judges make informed decisions when it comes to custody, property division, and protective orders. Now let's turn to the issue of narcissism, which can often complicate divorce proceedings. Narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, is a mental condition characterized by an inflated sense of self-importance, a deep need for admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. In a relationship, a narcissistic partner may exhibit controlling behaviors, manipulative tactics, and an inability to accept blame. This can make the divorce process incredibly challenging, especially when it comes to co-parenting and financial settlements. It's not uncommon for one partner to spend significant time and resources trying to prove that the other is a narcissist in court. However, it's important to remember that a judge's role is not to diagnose psychological conditions, but to make decisions in the best interest of the family, particularly the children. While the presence of narcissistic traits may influence a judge's perception of a party's behavior, the focus will remain on concrete actions and their impact on the family dynamic. For legal professionals, screening for domestic violence and narcissism is crucial from the very first interaction with a client. Asking the right questions can help uncover patterns of abuse or manipulation that might otherwise go unnoticed. This is particularly important because many victims may not initially disclose abuse due to fear, shame, or even hope that the relationship can be salvaged. Some of the tools available to help with this process include the Mediator's Assessment of Safety Issues and Concerns, or MASIC, which guides practitioners in identifying safety risks. Screening should be seen as an ongoing process, not just a one-time assessment. As trust builds between lawyer and client, more information may come to light, allowing for better informed decisions and protective measures. When handling cases involving domestic violence or a narcissistic partner, legal strategy and timing are everything. Safety planning should always be the top priority, ensuring the safety of the victim and any children involved This might include securing a restraining order, planning safe exchanges of children, or even arranging for one party to move out of the home temporarily. Managing communication is another critical aspect, particularly in cases involving a narcissistic ex-partner. Tools like our Family Wizard or Talking Parents allow for monitored communication that can reduce harassment and provide a clear record of interactions. Crafting a detailed parenting plan is essential, especially in high-conflict cases. This plan should outline all aspects of child rearing, from visitation schedules to decision-making responsibilities, and include provisions for modifying the plan if needed. Restraining orders are also a critical tool in protecting victims of domestic violence, limiting or preventing contact between the parties. It's important to ensure that the terms of the restraining order are specific and enforceable. Additionally, in complex cases, collaboration with other professionals, such as therapists, social workers, and criminal lawyers, is often necessary to ensure that all aspects of the client's situation are addressed. Technology has become an indispensable tool in managing divorce cases, especially those involving domestic violence or narcissism. Secure communication apps like our Family Wizard and Talking Parents provide a safe platform for communication that can be monitored and used as evidence if necessary. Safety devices such as home security systems, including cameras and smart doorbells, can provide a layer of safety for victims by recording any unwanted visits or interactions. Keeping records of all communications, incidents, and financial transactions in a secure, cloud-based system ensures that important information is not lost or tampered with. As we wrap up today's episode, it's clear that addressing domestic violence and narcissism in divorce requires a multifaceted approach that includes legal strategy, psychological insight, and practical safety measures. If you're going through a divorce and suspect that domestic violence or narcissism may be a factor, it's crucial to seek the help of professionals who can guide you through the process safely and effectively. For personalized guidance, please consult one of our family lawyers by visiting DivorceLawyers.ca. Thank you for joining me today on the Divorce Lawyers podcast. If you have any questions or need further assistance, feel free to reach out through our website at DivorceLawyers.ca. And remember, if you or someone you know is in immediate danger, don't hesitate to contact the authorities. Take care and stay safe.